Hey, welcome back. Today's episode is on how to be a hero, how to be an angel. I believe that every single one of us can be a hero or an angel to somebody else. Now, when I first think about being a hero, I think of Batman and, Spider Man, Superman, whatever. Those are heroes. Those are, man made created heroes, although very real because we have a picture in our heads, right? So there's something to that heroism. But when I think further about heroism, I really think about angelship, being an angel to somebody else, being a hero to somebody else. Now, that doesn't happen just every 1,000 year period once. No, it happens every day. We just have difficulty to see it. Now, when we focus on, hey, where is a hero? Who is a hero in my life? Then everybody should find somebody. I think everybody can think of somebody that is a angel kind of person to them. Now, I have met heroes and angels more than once, more than 10 times. I have met many, many heroes and many, many angels. Now, one of those situations was when I bought my first iPhone. I was so fascinated by that thing, I would just pay attention to that iPhone and to nothing else. I had my earplugs in, so I would listen to music and I would play on that touch screen of mine because it was just so new. It was just wow. Now, I would even play on it when I was on the street. So I would walk and have the attention totally on the screen and my earplugs in. And one time when I was trying to step off a curve onto the street, a strong hand grabbed my arm and pulled me back. And like in a movie, a car came across and it would have hit me if that person would have not pulled me back. So I thought, let's say thank you. I turned around and I saw a skinny old lady. I swear that happened. That actually happened. And skinny old lady, like in the movies. And she was all yelling and nasty. She was, your generation, you all are gonna die. You just pay attention to those technical things and blah, blah, blah. She's right. She's right. Okay. I said thank you and everybody went his way. But to me, in that situation, she was an angel. She was an angel because she saved me. I might have not died, but the car would have definitely hit me. You know what I mean? Another situation was when I and a friend of mine, we went to Bali. And what we didn't know is that when you want to leave Bali, you have to pay kind of a fee. Now, it was all kinds of circumstances. We spent a little more money than we had, and our accounts were blocked with the banks, so we couldn't really use it because we didn't tell them that we would go overseas and blah, 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 blah. We were stuck in Bali because we had given our luggage and we had the flight and we gave them everything. It was just board the plane and go back to Australia. Well, it could not happen because they have to get those $15 per person to leave the country. Well, that was interesting. We were broke. We literally spent our last money on food at the airport. Now, that was just a moment of desperation. We begged and we pleaded that guy to drop all those fees and just let us go on the plane. And we will never come back, we promise. And he was just stone cold and he said, no, you have to pay those. And I get it, those are the rules. Well, after a little while, us complaining, a voice behind us said, hey guys, how much do you need? And we turned around and we looked at the guy and he was in a suit and he was dressed nice and we said, well, it's about $15 per person, so $30. And he said, I got that. I pay for you guys. And we just looked at him. Really? How awesome. Like, where did you come from? And it was amazing because he just paid. We went on the plane and never saw the guy again. Apparently he was on the same plane, but never saw the guy again. We went back to Australia, went to the banks, and unlocked the cards and everything was good. But in that moment where he said, hey, how much do you need? Oh, I'll pay that. He was an angel. He was a hero to us and we couldn't thank him enough. That was crazy. Now, I strongly believe, as I said in the beginning, that every single body can be a hero. And I had the chance to be a hero and I want to tell you about it right now. When I lived in Australia, I had the chance to be a hero on it seemed like the usual day, but I had the chance to be an angel to somebody. I walked into a bank and I saw there was a big lineup to the tellers. And the last position in the lineup, so the person in front of me, was a mom with her 2 kids. Nothing very special. It was special because a little guy in that buggy, he was crying his eyes out. Literally, he was crying his eyes out. And it was just all terrible and all just shitty. Now the daughter, she was about 4 or 5 years old. She enjoyed it so much that he was crying in the buggy. So she would run up to him, poke him, run back, mug other people, and mug me, and just go crazy and yelling, of course, too, mommy, 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 poke him again, mommy, 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 poke him again. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I looked at the mom. She was on the phone, and whatever the conversation was, or whoever she talked to, she was desperate. She was not happy. The look on her face was just filled with desperation. And when it was her turn to go to the tellers, which is about 3 meters away, she just didn't know what to do. She was on the phone, and the kids yelling, and nobody there, and she just wandered around, and then she looked at me, looked me in my eyes. And in that moment, time froze. She looked at me, and I immediately knew what to do. Boom, I would go to the little kid in the buggy and would say, hey, how's it going? I know Kung Fu, stop yelling, ah, and would yell louder than him, grabbing his attention. I asked him, did you see the monkey? What monkey? This monkey, bah, and would just make fun with him, and he would stop crying and just looked at me. What's that crazy guy doing here? Now, because I was having his attention and he was quiet all of a sudden, his sister, or the little girl, came to me, leaned on the buggy, and just looked at me with her hazelnut brown eyes too. She was just, who's that guy and what is he doing? In that moment, the mom looked at us, saw what had happened, and she just went to the tellers and left her kids with me. She knew her kids would be safe with me. I knew her kids would be safe with me. And so I took care of it and just took that away, and she could do whatever she had to do. For the next 3 minutes, I was doing Kung Fu with the kids, and I had great fun. And they would just look at me and think I'm crazy, because I was in that situation. When she was done with the tellers, she came back, just leaned on the buggy, just looked at me, and she said, you are my angel. Thank you. And left with her kids, and that was it. That was it. Now in that moment I was trying to be all shy. No worries, that's all. But in my head I thought, wow, that was one of the nicest things somebody has ever said to me. That was so awesome. I am an angel to somebody. How cool is that? What I'm trying to get at is that everybody can be an angel. Everybody can be a hero. How can you be a hero? How can you serve another person? I highly recommend to practice the art of rendering a service to another person's need without asking anything for it. Just do it. Be nice. Do something kind. It will make you even happier than you ever been before. Trust me on this one. Until then, let's change. Let's be heroes and let's get some growing going.